Hey, good afternoon, everybody. This is Roger Mailing, your correspondent from The Sun, here in not so sunny Cyprus now. The sun's gone down. Quick one. I was talking to a friend today that I've not seen in a while, and we were discussing what I was now doing here in Cyprus, and he said, well, you know, it's all right for you. I said, what do you mean it's all right for me? He said, well, you obviously made it. You've obviously got some money. You can sit behind. I said, hey, look, I still work. I said, but the difference is that I am not like you, shackled to something that I don't want to do. Because he spent the last hour telling me how moribund and horrible his life was. I said, you can change that. He said, how can I do that? I said, by making a decision. I said, because you're in what they call a comfort zone. You know, it's not that miserable that you're prepared to break out and do something new. And you just do enough so that the people around you don't make it so that you need to leave. I said, it's called a comfort trap. I said, well, how do I get out of that? I said, well, basically, you make the decision to do it. He said, well, I've got responsibilities. I said, haven't we all? I said, but the fact is that you've got to make a decision to start with to change what you're doing in the situation you're in. Once you make that decision, life becomes a lot easier because, quite simply, you are able to break out of the comfort zone. Now, what is a comfort zone? Well, if you can imagine you're stood in the forest and you've got a lamp and you've got this circle of light around you in which you feel very comfortable because you don't have to worry. You can see everything that's going on. All right? But outside there in the dark are all the hidden nasties, the things that bother you, the ghouls, the bears, the snakes, the lions, the tigers. So you stay within that circle of light. You're afraid to step out. But all you've got to do is say, okay, that light is my limiting factors, the bit that limits me. So what I need to do now is get a bigger light. So what you do is you get two lights. Okay? You have one a bit further out. So your area that you can see gets bigger. Now, you don't have to do that straight away. You can do that in incremental improvements. You see, if you decided today to change by 1%, just 1%, not a great deal, 1/100th of you, in 100 days, you would be a new you. Now, what if you didn't want to do 1%? You thought, well, I can't do 100%. What if it was 1/3 of a 1%? In 3 years, you would still be, in 1 year, you'd still be a brand new you. Now, if you're unhappy where you are, you don't like your job, you don't like your circumstance, maybe you don't like your partner, maybe you don't like your finances. There are things in your life you do not like. No one is going to come along to you unless you probably win the lottery, which ain't going to happen, guys. Nobody will come along with you and say, I'm going to change you overnight. See, there's no genie with a magic lamp. All right? You've got to make a decision to make the changes that will make a difference to your life. You've got to make a difference to be able to walk outside your comfort zone, that little bubble of security that you've built around you. Now, but take it from me, that outside that comfort zone is a lot of fun. Yeah, it's worrying. Yeah, it's difficult. Yeah, it's uncomfortable. But to be honest, it's a lot more fun than staying in the comfort zone. How do I know that? Because I have done it so many times in my life. You know, I love seeing a completely calm pool of water. Because what do? I pick a pebble up or a rock up and throw it in the middle and see those wonderful ripples spread out and around. You might call me mad, I don't care. It's what I do. The status quo is okay, but the status quo is boring. So if you want to make a difference in your life, get off your ass, make some small changes every day so that you become a new you and stop like my friend saying it's all right for me. It's not all right for me. I'm just braver than he is. Now, I sent him away with a flea in his ear, to be honest, because I was a bit fed up with his fact that he thought it was all right for me. And hopefully he's going to think and dwell upon what we thought about and he's going to do something about it and make a change in his life. You see, everyone has the seeds of greatness within them, But some of us feed it, some of us nurture it, some of us water it so it grows. Some of us just let it die or lay dormant. Don't be one of those people. You are destined for greatness, but only you can decide to be great. This is Roger Mayling, your correspondent from The Sun. Sorry it's a bit heavy today, but I got a bit ticked off, to be honest. And I'm having a rant to you because I can't have a rant at anybody else. But the fact of the matter, the comfort zone is the death zone. It's where people wither and die. Don't be one of those. Get off your arse and do something. You know, I work with a guy called Brad Burton who runs a network marketing company, and that is one of his favourite mantras. Get off your arse. And he did. He was a pizza delivery driver who founded a great little company in the UK. So get off your arse. This is Roger Mayling, a correspondent from The Sun. I'll see you tomorrow.